It has been quite the week. We start with the rant, then we have the subsequent updates. I think this is the last update. Plus, it's been a few hours since I put out a video in case you're getting worried about how I'm doing. So here's what I do. I decide that I'm going to fix the problem. We're going back to the hose in the backyard. I'm going to fix the problem once and for all. I'm going to make a hose. Now, we've talked in the Think Chat before about draining the water heater. And a water heater is in the basement. It's in the storage room. And there's a drain in the floor of the basement, maybe 6-8 feet away. So I could have used any hose, but I decided just to make a small hose. And you can make a hose. You just cut them, and they sell the ends at Home Depot. So I've got a couple. I made a hose, just a short hose, because it only had to be so long, to drain the water from the water heater down to the drain in the basement. So I figure, why don't I, forget that I watered the lawn this morning, and the little water just barely comes up. It's pathetic is what it is. So I thought, I'm just going to fix this. I'm going to make a hose. So I check in the garage to see, do I still have the ends that I used for the last time? And I do, and I've got plenty of hose, plenty of the old hose, which I don't use. I'm going to make a hose and put it out back and be done with it. The only question I have is, the ends that I have, are they the right ends? Do they fit the right, the faucet and the sprinkler? So I thought I'll just check it with the hose I already made, the small hose I made that's in the basement. So I go downstairs in the basement, and what do I find? Do you remember when I first started the rant and I said, the hose, I thought I had another hose, because it's like if your lawnmower breaks at the end of the season, you don't just do nothing. You have to replace it so that there's a lawnmower at the beginning of next season. So I knew I had another hose, and when I went to look for my hoses, I looked in the garage and it wasn't there. I looked in the front patio, it wasn't there. I looked in the drawer, it wasn't there. So I think I decided that when I last drained the water heater, I think I brought it down to use for that. But then decided, the water coming out of the water heater is so hot that it might not be good. So then I made the other. Long story longer, so I found the old hose that I thought I had, and I took it out back, and I hooked it up to the old sprinkler, and look. I mean, just Niagara Falls, the Bellagio Hotel, the fountains, pressure, pressure, pressure. I mean, this is how it should have been. So I didn't need to buy the new $30 collapsible hose. That'll be my backup. Maybe I'll just stick it in the basement. We're done. That's it. How about the cicada this morning, huh? Who saw that coming? Not me. Okay, that's it. Just to tie up one last loose end. I know more than you ever probably want to know about my water issues. That's it. Till next time, we'll see you right here on the YouTube.